Hey guys, welcome back to Freedom in a Budget. Today I thought I would do a wrap up of my budget and kind of show you how I go step by step of figuring out how much I am putting towards my sinking funds and just kind of how I wrap up each month's budget. So I have added all of my receipts in and everything, so my budget is ready to be finalized. All of my income is in, all of everything, so it's ready to be broken down and finalized. Now I do have the December final budget report card video up, so I will link that down below so you can go check that up. But let's get right into it. So there's a couple things in here that I don't show you. One of them is I have a little thing that says already in Capital One 360. So all my sinking funds are held in Capital One 360, and sometimes throughout the month money is already in there. So for instance, my 360 bonuses, so the bonuses when you guys sign up, you get $25, I get $20 for each time that someone uses my link. My babysitting, I got a check, so sometimes she pays me cash, sometimes a check, so any checks, they get deposited right into my Capital One account. And then also I got a check from Card Pool, so I deposited that as well. So currently there's $367.75 for the month already in Capital One 360. So when I do make my final payment to Capital One 360, I'm going to not include that in it. So let me see here. I just like to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to take out this row here, delete those, delete this eating out. Gas is fine. Okay, so here you guys don't see this, but this is where I keep track of all of my transactions with my my debt. So this payment right here is my minimum balance. Actually, these two right here are my minimum balances, and the 87.62 and 24.65. So I made a previous payment before my minimum came out of $29, and then one of $50 and one of $58.73 for a total of $350. So you just total those out, and that's where I include it here. So 246.07. Next one is 103.93, and that equals $350. So that's what those are there. Then let's see here. Okay, and then we have babysitting up here. I'm just making sure that these are all good. Capital One 360 is there. Okay, so I already did start this a little bit. So now we are going to look at my sinking funds. I currently have, let me actually take this out. So right now I have $1,205.97 left over in my budget. Now I do have this money here, the Christmas sinking fund, that I'm going to be using as well. So I did go a little bit over my Christmas budget. Some of that was due to flights and this $50 baggage. If I didn't have this baggage fee, and then we put in the $30 here, and then the $365, I would be right on budget, maybe even a little bit under budget. But with that baggage fee, it brought me a little bit over. So I'm going to take this $365.49, and I'm going to add it as income. So that is going to be, that's already in my my Capital One 360 account. So I'm going to add this here. So $365.49, and that is sinking fund. So that was added right here. $365.49 for sinking funds. So that is right there. So that is adding into my checking account. So when I do all of my bills and everything, everything is coming out of my checking account. That is why it's getting added here. So then I'm going to jump the gun a little bit and just add the $0 there. So here is the remaining that I have is $1571.46, which is awesome. And I'm gonna, since I have extra, I'm gonna beef these up a little bit extra just because I have such a good cushion that I'm gonna take advantage of that. So I'm not going to do my sinking fund Christmas for this month. I'm gonna leave that at 0. So that's including the $30 and the $365, which if you add those both up, so $365.49 plus 30, that would have brought me to $395.49. So, and then if you wanted to add the $50 in for the baggage that I didn't expect to pay, I thought it was included, that would have been $445.49. So I'm still under budget from that. So we're good for Christmas. So that's good. All right, so $9. I'm going to beef these up a little bit. So for clothing, I am going to do 15. Laptop, I'm going to do 30. New car, and this is really car repairs. I'm going to do 25. Gifts are going to be 20. Vacations, I'm going to beef this up a little as well because I am going to be going up to Massachusetts shortly, and I want to start beefing that up a little bit. Then medical, I'm going to do 15. Car insurance, that's fine at $250. Okay. So I still have $1,186 left over. I'm going to skip the wedding fund because that comes last. And I want to have at least $1,100 in there, so I'm going to keep on beefing this up a little bit. For vacations, I'm actually going to do, let's see, we're going to do 60 for vacations. And let's see here. Is this all adding up correctly? Yes. Let me just make sure all these formulas are good. Is this changing? Yes, it is. Okay. Then new car, let's bump this up to 50 as well. Alright, and then we're good there. Medical's fine, clothing's fine, laptop we can do 40 there. And gifts, that's fine there. Alright, so I'm going to put the remaining into the wedding fund because I'm really trying to beef this up. I'm going to do 1121.46, and that should bring me right here. This is where I've been looking, the final down to 0, which it did. So that is where I'm at with that. Then for this, now to calculate all of these totals, it gets a little confusing. I'm going to take this and just copy it here and paste it so I know how much I'm doing, and then I'm going to do some formulas. So this is Command Z. Alright, so we gotta save this. Then, so this is going to be 0. This, we're going to see how much difference it is, minus this. Then we have 40 minus 25, 50 minus 9, 20 minus 9, 60 minus 9, 121 minus 52, 15 minus 9, and 250 minus. Alright, and that was not all of it, so then we gotta do this. Alright, so we're good there. So now we are going to clear this out, and this is 0. So this is going to be 15 plus the 3987. You know what, that's actually not going to work. I've been changing this, so I'm going to do this the complicated way because that's what I do. So we are going to have that plus 15, 55 plus 40, 59 plus 50 equals plus 20. 29 plus 60 plus 34 plus 15 and oh, what did I do there? Oh, and 53 plus 250, which equals 67.42. All right, so then I am just going to here 54, 87, 95, 109, 92, 42, 89, 59, 50, 29, 49, 303, 67, 42, 58. So that's the same there. So I'm going to clear those out. This can go back to no border and no fill. And this just needs an all border. Alrighty, so this is the total amount that went to sinking funds was the 1157. So we're going to go 1571.46 minus 733 at 24, which is that number there. So this right here is the number that I'm going to be adding it to, doing the transfer from my Capital One 360 account to my, my Bank of America checking account to my Capital One 360 savings account. So total for sinking funds, we are adding $1,571.46, which is pretty awesome if I do say so myself. All right, so that is how I finalize my budget. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below in the comments, or go check out my December budget report card, and that should answer those questions for you as well. So thank you so much for watching, and again, leave any questions that you may have down below.